Hi, this is James from Drone Deer Services, and in this mission we're going to process a pretty substantial number of deer, pretty substantial amount of antlered deer, some very nice rack growth and some differences in the types of racks, but also some unique features. The biggest one being that I saw no fawns on this particular mission. That's a little bit of a concern for me in this particular area. We are in Area 51, I'll call it, the upper Midwest in early July, and I expected to see a lot more fawns, but saw a lot of antlered deer, some antlerless deer, but we'll go through these. So I was going to process this how I normally would, and you'll see, at least probably 10 different deer here in this shot, and I quickly was overwhelmed by the number of deer and the amount of kind of total points in this grouping. Um, so as far as cataloging, I wanted to go through them kind of one by one so I could keep them straight in my records. But what we'll do here is we'll move from right to left, kind of across the particular parcel. This is probably only about a 4 acre deal that we're going to see in the screen here. But, this looks like kind of a western look here with an elk moving through the small trees. But this is actually a whitetail. I was kind of at a lower elevation due to aircraft in the area. But this particular deer here had a pretty nice rack, and there's that type of rack is common in this area. There's the tall and multi pointed, and then there's the more traditional basket look. So here I am starting out going right to left. I'll process this first deer, and notice it was a doe walking down kind of like a vehicle trail, no fawn in sight. Process the next two deer working from the right to the left. And what we'll see here are what I would call yearlings in this particular area. Spike deer in this particular area. Nice healthy deer, but definitely, younger. The fourth deer we'll process here is you can see it in the screen here. Antlerless, a doe, and it's kind of strange that they're together. Um, the fifth deer here, you can see as we zoom in, is another yearling, or what I would call a spike, working through this particular meadow or kind of a grass area. Um, Deer 6 and 7 are coming up, positioning to show you those. This is the actual deer that was shown a little bit earlier, working through the kind of like the small tree kind of situation. And a taller rack with a number of points. That deer would have been, I would guess, 2 to 3 years old. Nice, healthy deer. Positioning ourselves further to process what I'll call deer number 7. And this guy is kind of working just about the same as the one prior. More of a basket rack, a rounded edge, not as tall, but we can see that here. Like I said, I couldn't go up any further because of the altitude limitations. So here's deer number 8, I believe, kind of a different rack, a darker rack, multi pointed. There may be a split brow on his left. Not sure. There's just some differences in that antler design. If that was deer 8, we'll come in and practice and process deer 9. What you do is you just get centered up on them, and then you kind of get in here. This deer here looked to be a antlerless deer feeding on the small tree leaves. Deer number 10, as we position ourselves here, must have been through, I'm not sure if stuff on the screen for the controller where I missed that particular deer there. So this is deer number 10 or 11, kind of a darker rack, feeding kind of in the same area, more of a wide and rounded, as you can see here, less tall than some of the prior deer, but definitely it's going to be at least a 6 point. We'll see where this deer goes. I'll watch him over the summer. Nice big body, a little bit. He was startled a little bit there for some reason, but they're just going to town on this browse, and then when you eat a lot, you have to poop a lot, so that's what he's dropping off there. And then the last deer I'm going to process here, probably deer 11, up against that tree line there, kind of in center screen. And deer number 11 is out against the edge in the tree line. And this is a wide rack with a little bit of more roundness to it. This is, I would think, would be one of the genetically one of the larger racks in this group. It may mean that it's one of the older deer, so 3-year-old, maybe a 4-year-old, not sure, but definitely a different rack size. So I just wanted to get a quick video out there, kind of back in business as far as getting content out, and we'll continue to do this. But it was a good trip and a good mission here at Drone Deer Services, where we're looking to help folks however we can with our whitetail knowledge, but also the use of the drone for some aerial photography. I'm looking for a great gray owl, so if you see any, let me know. And we're here to help. Please consider liking and subscribing, and we'll get back with you. Over and out.